Hello, Golden State Warriors fan. We're back with an exclusive video bringing you the latest updates. First of all, subscribe to the channel and like the video. It's crucial for you to stay informed with the news daily. Without further ado, let's get to the news. Rumors are swirling across the NBA universe as whispers of one of the league's most shocking moves in recent memory begin to take shape. Sources close to team insiders have hinted at a potential seismic shift in the Western Conference, centered around none other than Kevin Durant, a player whose name alone commands headlines wherever he goes. The speculation, still unconfirmed but growing louder with every passing hour, suggests that Durant, long a pillar of the Brooklyn Nets' ambitions and more recently a key figure for the Phoenix Suns, could be plotting a return to the Golden State Warriors, a team with which he experienced some of the most electrifying moments of his career. Fans are already buzzing with what this could mean for team dynamics, player relationships, and the ripple effects across the league. Analysts are torn, some insisting that the chemistry he once had in Golden State could be rekindled, while others caution that such a move would carry enormous risks, both on and off the court. The narrative is unfolding like a drama, and every insider report seems to contradict the last, keeping fans on the edge of their seats, wondering if this is truly the beginning of Durant's second coming with the Warriors or merely another chapter in a saga that has already captivated basketball enthusiasts for over a decade. Talk around the league is intense, with whispers of secret meetings, backroom discussions, and strategic calculations that could reshape the Suns' roster overnight. Sources suggest that Durant has been evaluating his options, weighing the potential of returning to a familiar system that once brought him championships against the challenges of adapting to a newer, evolving Suns squad. Conversations with former teammates, advisors, and even rival front offices are reportedly part of his careful consideration, fueling the speculation that a reunion with the Warriors could be more than just a fantasy. Every move Durant makes seems to send shockwaves, and this possible decision is no exception. The implications extend beyond just basketball performance. Branding opportunities, fan loyalty, and media attention are all on the line. Rumors hint at the Warriors' management quietly exploring the possibilities of creating the space and financial maneuvering necessary to accommodate one of the league's most prolific scorers. The idea of Durant returning brings both excitement and apprehension. Exciting for fans nostalgic for the championship runs, but fraught with tension for those worried about disrupting the current team balance. In arenas, sports bars, and online forums, debates rage over whether this would be a triumphant return or a potentially volatile reunion, making this one of the hottest topics in basketball circles. Speculation has intensified due to subtle hints from Durant himself, social media posts that some interpret as cryptic messages, and interactions that seem loaded with meaning to those watching closely. Analysts have dissected every gesture, interview, and public appearance, suggesting that Durant's focus may be shifting from his current situation toward a more familiar environment, where he once achieved peak performance. Rumors even suggest informal communications with the Warriors' front office, exploring how a potential trade or acquisition could be structured without destabilizing the team's current rhythm. Meanwhile, the Suns are reportedly bracing for the possibility of losing a superstar, quietly preparing contingency plans that would keep them competitive even if Durant opts for a dramatic return to the Bay Area. Fans of both franchises are caught in a whirlwind of emotions: anticipation, excitement, disbelief, and a hint of anxiety as speculation reaches fever pitch. The idea of Durant donning the Warriors' colors again is tantalizing yet controversial, evoking memories of past triumphs while raising questions about loyalty, strategy, and the ever-changing landscape of professional basketball. Every rumor carries weight now, and social media has become a battleground for opinion, debate, and fan theories, making this one of the most captivating stories to unfold in recent NBA history. Adding fuel to the fire, sports insiders are pointing to contract clauses, trade exceptions, and cap space maneuvering as potential avenues that could make this seemingly improbable move feasible. While nothing is confirmed, the possibility alone has reignited discussions about Durant's legacy, how it aligns with the Warriors' current roster, and the potential to dominate the league once again if the pieces fall into place. Speculation extends to the reactions of other star players, some of whom may feel invigorated by the reunion while others could see their roles threatened. Media coverage is relentless, with every rumor given a magnified platform, amplifying the uncertainty and excitement simultaneously. Analysts debate whether Durant's style of play, once perfectly synergized with the Warriors' system, could seamlessly integrate again, or whether the evolution of both Durant's game and the team's strategies might require significant adjustments. Fans are already envisioning highlight reels, championship runs, and the electrifying plays that could return to the court, imagining a scenario where past magic meets present ambition. The narrative is rich, layered, and constantly evolving, reflecting both the complexity of the league's business and the magnetic allure of one of its most charismatic and skilled athletes. The conversation now extends beyond the confines of the court, spilling into broader discussions about sportsmanship, loyalty, and personal ambition. Durant's potential return raises philosophical questions about the nature of team allegiance versus individual legacy. Could this move be purely strategic, or is it an emotional homecoming fueled by memories, unfinished business, and a desire to reclaim former glory? Fans, pundits, and even former players weigh in endlessly, analyzing the psychological and competitive dimensions of such a decision. Some suggest that Durant's experience, leadership, and scoring ability could immediately elevate the Warriors' chances in an increasingly competitive Western Conference, while others caution that integrating a superstar into an already established dynamic could lead to tension or instability. Social media conversations reflect this duality, with passionate arguments on every side, from those eagerly anticipating a reunion to those wary of potential disruption. The speculation has created a frenzy of attention, reminding the world of how a single player's choices can dominate headlines, ignite debates, and transform expectations for an entire season. Finally, the human element adds depth to the unfolding saga. Beyond contracts, statistics, and highlights, there is the story of a player navigating complex relationships, personal ambition, and the pressures of performing at the highest level. Durant's journey, already storied and remarkable, could be entering a new chapter, one filled with uncertainty, hope, and enormous stakes. Rumors continue to swirl about meetings, private discussions, and potential timelines, keeping fans glued to updates, interviews, and insider reports. Every tweet, post, or offhand comment is scrutinized, feeding the narrative and adding layers to the unfolding drama. Whether this story concludes in a dramatic reunion or remains a tantalizing rumor, it has already captured the imagination of basketball enthusiasts around the globe, reinforcing the magnetic pull of superstar movements and the endless fascination with the intersection of talent, opportunity, and legacy in professional sports. The buzz surrounding Kevin Durant's rumored return to the Golden State Warriors has not slowed, and insiders suggest that the ripple effects could redefine the balance of power in the NBA. Speculation has intensified around how this move would influence the Western Conference, potentially forcing rival teams to reconsider their strategies, trades, and even coaching approaches. Warriors fans are dreaming of championship glory rekindled, while critics argue that the chemistry that once made this team dominant could face unpredictable challenges after years of change. Discussions abound regarding how Durant's scoring ability, leadership, and experience might blend with the current roster, which has evolved since his departure. Observers are dissecting every nuance: the spacing on the floor, defensive rotations, bench depth, and how younger players may adapt to sharing the spotlight once again with a superstar of Durant's caliber. Beyond basketball, there is the question of morale, loyalty, and perception. Would Durant's return be celebrated as a homecoming or viewed as a transactional move driven by ambition and opportunity? The conversations are endless, with every rumor, report, and leak adding to the growing anticipation, creating a narrative that feels almost cinematic, where every possible outcome is debated, analyzed, and reimagined by fans and pundits alike. Meanwhile, Phoenix Suns insiders are reportedly scrambling to prepare for the potential loss, exploring trade options, free agent targets, and salary cap adjustments that could mitigate the impact of Durant's exit. The mere possibility of him leaving has created a tension-filled atmosphere, with coaches and executives balancing optimism about the team's future with the reality that a superstar's decision can drastically alter plans overnight. Rumors suggest private meetings have taken place, not just within Durant's camp, but between team executives, financial advisors, and league officials, all attempting to gauge feasibility, timing, and potential fallout. Fans of the Suns are divided, some expressing understanding of Durant's possible return to familiar ground, while others feel betrayed by the notion that loyalty could be compromised. Social media has amplified every hint and whisper, transforming the speculation into a global conversation that spans forums, podcasts, and highlight reels. Every piece of information, whether credible or speculative, becomes fodder for debate, analysis, and theory crafting, illustrating the powerful influence that superstar movements have on narratives far beyond the court itself. Adding another layer to the speculation, rumors have emerged regarding possible trade structures that could accommodate Durant's return without derailing the Warriors' current contracts or team cohesion. Some suggest that draft picks, veteran swaps, or clever cap management could make the move viable, sparking intense discussions about the front office's strategy and ingenuity. Meanwhile, the media is alive with analysis, debating whether Durant's skill set has evolved, whether he can seamlessly reintegrate into the Warriors system, and what this would mean for the broader league hierarchy. Fans are already imagining highlight-worthy plays, clutch moments, and high-stakes final scenarios, projecting what could be one of the most compelling narratives in recent NBA history. The speculation extends to endorsements, marketability, and the ripple effects on ticket sales and global attention, underscoring how a single superstar's decision resonates far beyond the court. The idea of Durant returning is tantalizing not only because of basketball implications, but also because of the drama, emotion, and history interwoven into the potential reunion. Every insider report fuels further speculation, keeping the story alive and ensuring that Durant remains at the center of NBA discourse. Before we continue, make sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel so you won't miss any exclusive Dubs updates. Let's keep going. From a strategic perspective, questions abound about how coaches, both past and present, would adjust lineups, rotations, and defensive schemes to integrate Durant effectively. Analysts are theorizing about potential formations, ball movement strategies, and pick-and-roll combinations that could maximize his offensive impact while maintaining team harmony. Some argue that the Warriors' previous success with Durant was a product of unique synergy that may or may not be replicable, while others suggest that time, experience, and mutual understanding could allow for an even more dominant iteration of the team. The rumors also touch on Durant's personal motivations, with speculation ranging from championship aspirations and legacy building to emotional connections with former teammates and comfort within a familiar organization. Fans are dissecting interviews, cryptic social media posts, and past behavior for clues, turning every small gesture into potential evidence supporting the narrative of a return. In essence, the speculation surrounding Durant has transformed into a multifaceted story, blending performance analysis, human psychology, business strategy, and fan passion, creating an atmosphere where imagination and reality blur into one compelling conversation. The human element of this saga cannot be ignored, as Durant's choices impact relationships, careers, and the broader basketball ecosystem. The idea of returning to Golden State carries emotional weight, potentially reshaping interactions with former teammates, coaches, and even rivals. Analysts debate whether this is a strategic move aimed at maximizing competitive advantage or a sentimental decision rooted in history and personal attachment. The Suns, meanwhile, face the challenge of maintaining morale, managing fan expectations, and recalibrating their team strategy in the shadow of potential upheaval. The story has captivated the global basketball community, with fans, journalists, and former players weighing in, each offering their interpretation, prediction, or theory. The discussion spans from tactical analysis to emotional speculation, creating a narrative that feels larger than any single game or season, reflecting the immense influence of superstar movements on the league, culture, and fan experience. Every development, rumor, or leak is dissected, magnified, and reimagined, illustrating the complex interplay of talent, opportunity, and legacy that defines professional sports at the highest level. Ultimately, whether Kevin Durant's rumored return to the Warriors materializes or remains in the realm of speculation, the story has already cemented itself as one of the most compelling narratives of the modern NBA era. Fans are emotionally invested, media coverage is relentless, and the potential ramifications extend far beyond the court, influencing team strategy, player dynamics, and league-wide conversations. The unfolding saga exemplifies the fascination with superstar agency, the impact of individual decisions on collective outcomes, and the drama inherent in professional sports where history, ambition, and emotion intersect. As rumors continue to swirl, every detail is scrutinized, every hint is analyzed, and every scenario is imagined, creating a rich tapestry of speculation that keeps the basketball world on high alert. Whether a triumphant homecoming, a calculated strategic move, or an elaborate rumor, the narrative around Durant's potential return captures the imagination, reminding fans and analysts alike why the NBA remains one of the most dynamic, unpredictable, and compelling sporting leagues in the world. Stay updated exclusively with the latest Dub Nation news. Subscribe to our channel and hit the like button to keep getting daily updates on the Warriors. Don't forget to share your thoughts in the comments. Your input is essential for the Dubs community. Stay tuned for the next video.